Dan Hanzus along with Mark Sessler, Chris Wessling, and Greg Rosenthal in our respective bunkers here in Los Angeles. Glad to see you or you see us, however this works. There are no rules anymore. The power rankings, although America and the world is on the run from COVID-19, power rankings do not cower from anything. So it's back. First wave of free agency edition. I put it out there. Check it out, NFL.com/Hanzus. I want to throw it to you boys, to anything that jumped out to you that seemed like madness, or maybe you agree.
I'll start with the Los Angeles Chargers. I don't know if Tyrod Taylor is any of ours idea of a great starting quarterback, but he's shown in the past with Buffalo that you can be on the periphery of the playoff field with him in there. You've got them around 23, and I think they belong 8-9 spots higher. That roster is loaded outside of quarterback.
That's fair, and I think it's maybe the team in transition angle. Obviously, Phillip Rivers, Melvin Gordon, both out the door. It's a signaling kind of a new day. It's a little tricky, I got to be honest with the power rankings. After the first wave of free agency, I'd like to see a little bit more how these teams are constructed. But as of now, with Tyrod Taylor as the starter, that to me is a 8-8, 7-9 type team, so that's where I have them right now.
I think why it's fair, too, is because, you're being asked to do this before the draft. I think they're going to get someone in the draft. But even when they do, any of these teams with rookie quarterbacks, it is the most unusual and bizarre offseason potentially that we've seen in decades. And what I like about your power rankings is that you placed essentially one type of team from 1 through 10 or 12, which is veteran coach, veteran quarterback that knows the system, and offseason disruption won't take as big of a toll as it will for any first-year head coach, no matter what the talent is. And I think we're going to look at a playoff field next season that is going to be probably as close to this year as we've ever seen because of what's happening right now. I mean, COVID does affect the power rankings to some degree.
No, not at all. Let's talk about the Buccaneers. I have them at number 12. I have them up 7 spots. Obviously, something happened there. Tom Brady is now their quarterback. Greg, that puts them squarely in the playoff conversation, but when I have them at any team in that 10 to 12 range, they are not a superpower by any stretch. How do you feel about them at 12, up from 19 at the end of last season?
I feel good. If anything, I might even put them a little higher, ahead of the Cowboys, the Bills, maybe the Seahawks and Titans. I think that defense is underrated. It had a young secondary that played great down the stretch. Todd Bowles had them going. I think it's going to be a better than average defense, and then you add Tom Brady not making mistakes with the weapons around him. Maybe it's just because I kind of want them to be a playoff team because that'll just make the NFL more fun, but they feel like a playoff team to me.
Yeah, I agree with that. Quarterback aside, this is a team that nobody wanted to play last December. They were on fire. That front seven on defense was wreaking havoc. They re-signed Jason Pierre-Paul, who was getting to the quarterback. This is a fun defense, and they have the weapons on offense that Brady did not have last year.
I think also you look at teams that have a 4 or 5 game improvement from one year to the next. It's when you remove things like 7 pick sixes when Tampa Bay lost 6 games by 1 score. I mean, you're removing the biggest issue they had in terms of calamitous turnovers at the worst possible time.
We're doing the Around the NFL podcast every day during this time when everyone is hopefully practicing social distancing and staying indoors as we wait out this COVID-19 business. And I just want to say, even though I haven't been with you guys in person, I feel like I don't miss you because there's great technology able to connect with each other across the Southland here at Los Angeles.
Not only that, we can, view the beautiful growing of Chris Wesseling's Santa Claus-like beard on a daily basis.
It's a thing.
I'm going to catch up to Big Ben soon.
Anyway, check it out. I'm sure some of you will agree. Probably not. Most will disagree. NFL.com/Hanzus to check out the latest power rankings. I'll have another one that will come out after the draft, so you could check back in at that point and see maybe if I'm smarter to you. But whatever, hit me up at Dan Hanzus if you want to start a dialogue. I might even reply. That's it for now. Boys, wash your hands. 20 seconds.